Hey everyone, and welcome to our online information session about kindergarten. We're excited to have you here today. Council respectfully acknowledges the traditional owners of the land, which includes the Wurundjeri Woi Wurrung, Wada Wurrung, and Dada Wurrung people. We pay our respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. Before we dive in, let's meet our presenters. We have Magda, Area Manager, ACMS, and a kindergarten teacher who will talk about the value of kindergarten. I'm Saida, Early Years Team Leader from Moorabool Shire Council, and I will guide you through the registration process. Finally, we have Adriana, Cold Outreach Officer from Moorabool Shire Council, will discuss additional needs. Today, we will be discussing the many benefits of kindergarten, the eligibility criteria for free kindergarten, and the registration process. We will also explore the various support services available to ensure your child has a smooth transition into kindergarten. Now, Magda will talk about the incredible benefits of kindergarten for your child. Then she will introduce us to the concept of play-based learning, the foundation for a fun and engaging kindergarten experience. Over to you, Magda.
Thank you, Saida, and welcome everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here today to talk about early education, which helps set children up for a bright future. Attending 2 years of quality kindergarten has even greater benefits. Children learn skills that they'll take with them throughout their life. Next slide. At kindergarten, your children will experience social skills, how to interact with others in a calm, cooperative and rewarding way, self-awareness, emotional regulation skills such as learning to understand their feelings and feelings of others, language literacy and numeracy skills, the joy of learning, exposure to new ideas and concepts. Next slide. In regards to play-based learning, an example of this is playing with blocks. A teacher can pose questions that encourage problem solving, prediction and hypothesizing. The teacher can also bring the child's awareness towards mathematics, science and literacy concepts, allowing them to engage with such concepts through hands-on learning. Play-based learning builds on foundation for children. 4 important benefits are that it encourages language skills, supports pre-literacy skills, develops social and emotional skills, fosters creativity and imagination. These important foundations must be established first before children are ready to take on more structured learning at school, such as reading and writing. During the kinder year, children will develop their pre-literacy and pre-numeracy skills in preparation for attendance at school. Play-based learning programs are adapted for children of all abilities and stages of development, enabling educators to tailor experiences and programs to suit individual children. The Victorian Early Years Framework is a document that educators use to inform their educational program. It defines educational outcomes that we focus on in the early years. The Victorian Early Years Learning Framework defines play-based learning as a context for learning through which children organise and make sense of their worlds as they engage actively with people, objects and representations. Children may engage in play on their own and explore different materials. They may also play with each other and use materials to represent other objects. This type of play, known as symbolic play, holds great value in developing cognitive skills and imagination and social competence. Next slide. Tips for preparing your children for kindergarten. Be positive. Talk to your child about what they will be doing at kindergarten. Borrow library books about kindergarten to read together. Encourage your child to dress themselves so they can manage tasks like taking their jumper on and off. Visit the kindergarten or travel past it on your route home. Label all belongings that your child will take to kinder. Next slide. Further to preparing your child to kindergarten, talk to your child and establish a goodbye routine together. Establish a routine for kindergarten mornings. This could include a chart with pictures outlining the different steps for getting ready. Organise holiday play dates with friends or children who will be going to the kindergarten. Create a routine around sleep. At this age, children need an average of 10 to 12 hours of sleep each night. Practice sticking to bedtime and wake-up schedules in the weeks leading up to the start of kindergarten. Knowing about eligibility is a crucial step. Saida, would you take us through priority of access and who qualifies for free kindergarten?
Thank you, Magda. So what age to start is a big question. So 3 and 4-year-old kindergarten is now available and free for all children across Victoria at participating services. Your child can access a free kindergarten program in a standalone kindergarten or in a long day care centre. Children born between January and April can choose which year to start 3-year-old kindergarten. These children can start in the same year they turn 3 or in the year they turn 4 years of age. If you're unsure about the starting age of your child, you can contact the MCH nurses and the earliest team on 53667100. So when there are more applicants than spots, priority goes to children who meet certain criteria. We'll discuss this in a moment. We also work together with kindergartens and the Department of Education to make sure that all eligible children have a place. So priority of access, the Department of Education's priority of access is in place to support and assist children at risk of disadvantage. So children who are at risk of abuse and neglect, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children, asylum seeker and refugee children, a child with a disability or developmental delay, and a child that meets the criteria for the kindergarten fee subsidy are grouped as priority 1. In addition to Department of Education's priority of access list, Moorabool Shire Council also has its own criteria for priority of access for kindergarten registration allocation process. So we have priority 2, and this group includes residents of Moorabool Shire and those who intend to become residents. Then we have priority 3, children with a connection to Moorabool Shire. This includes children whose parents or guardian works or studies within the Shire. And finally, priority 4 are the applicants from non-residents of Moorabool applications that from non-residents of Moorabool Shire Council. So more information on priority of access, please visit Council's kindergarten website. Now let's turn to the registration process. I will talk about the important dates and deadlines for your diary if you're looking to enroll your child into kindergartens. So our first round registration opened in 4th of March, and it closes in 21st of June. Then in July, the offer emails goes out to families. And then the second round offer closes in 23rd of August. And again, we email out the offers to families in September 2024. And finally, in October, families receive enrollment information from accepted kindergarten. If families wish to stay on a wait list, the wait list is actually balloted to keep the process fair for everyone. And there are 2 steps involved in the registration process. The first one is when families register their interest of application through a kindergarten website. So the first step is registration, and they can do that by going to the council website. Then when they accept the offer and the place is confirmed, they have to do another enrollment with the service they're allocated to. So 2 steps involved in that. So now our called outreach officer, Adriana, will discuss the fantastic benefits, fantastic kindergarten engagement supports available to families from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds. Over to you, Adriana.
Amazing. Thank you, Saida. So I just wanted to start by bringing further awareness to kindergarten being an inclusive space, that all children, regardless of ability and developmental stage, can be included within the kindergarten space. Individual kindergartens will work directly with families to support and enhance the outcomes for each individual family and child, seeking support and guidance from further professionals when required. Within Moorabool Shire Council, we have a role that supports kindergarten inclusion, attendance and cultural representation within the early years sector. To be eligible to receive support from our outreach worker, you only need to meet one of the following 3 eligibility requirements, those being by having child or children of kindergarten age that you may need support with in enrolling or being further included within a service, that the family identifies as being from a COLD background, or if in need of support to engage within early years education. Once connected with our outreach worker, they will be able to support you in further understanding the importance of kindergarten and the learning that occurs within these spaces. They can support you in enrolling into kindergarten, filling out enrolment forms, supporting transitions into early years settings and into school following if needed. We're also working closely to enhance cultural representation, competency and capacity within the early years settings for children, families and their wider community. To connect with the outreach worker and seek support, contact details will be placed upon the next slide, but for now I'll pass you back to Saida to finalise this presentation.
Thank you, Adriana. So thank you for joining us today. We hope this session has been informative. For further information, please visit the council website. And thank you once again, and all the best as you navigate your child's kindergarten journey. Thank you.